Hello everyone. Today I want to discuss about the force and pressure. You know that this is the physics portion. So we should discuss this portion. You know what is force? Actually the push or pull acting on a body which tends to change its shape or rest or motion. So that is known as force. You can say that force a push or pull of a body is known as force. Okay. Now, in this chapter, I want to discuss these terms like what is force, what is the direction of force, what is the SI unit of force, so that you should aware about these terms. So, according to that, you can revise this chapter. Okay. Now, you know that direction of force, actually the direction in which a body is pushed or pulled. So, that is the direction of force. For example, if the body is sliding from the above, then the direction is downward. Okay. So, that direction will be like that, and you know that if that body will be moved from one place to another, then the force which opposes the motion, so that is known as friction force. You know that is the next chapter. Okay. Now, the force are of two types actually. What are the two types of the force? Contact force, okay, and non-contact force. Non-contact force. Okay. The name itself gives its definition. Contact. जब दो चीज़ें contact में आएंगी, so it is contact force, and the two without contact में कोई attraction होगा, force of attraction, so that is non-contact force. Okay. Contact force means contact में muscular force, contact between the two things. So muscular force, mechanical force. Okay. So these are the contact forces. Got it? So you can write that muscular force is contact force. These are the different types of the forces: frictional force, muscular force, mechanical force. You can write that. So contact force are like muscular, force, then frictional force, these are the different types. So types of force, you can write types of force: muscular, frictional, and mechanical also. Okay. Two bodies are contact with each other, thus that means that is the contact force. Okay. So we can say that contact force is that force or the forces in which the two interacting objects are in physical contact with each other. You can say that. ठीक है, physically they are contact with each other, तो उसको बोलेंगे हम contact force. Okay. उसमें फिर आई हैव टोल्ड यू मैग्नेटिक फोर्स है, उसमें मैग्नेट दूर से अट्रैक्ट करेगा तो नॉन कॉन्टेक्ट फोर्स है. ग्रेविटेशन में भी दूर से अट्रैक्शन हो रहा है, इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक में दूर से अट्रैक्शन हो रहा है. सो ये सब नॉन कॉन्टेक्ट फोर्स है. अनकॉन्टेक्ट फोर्स में आपका मस्कुलर फोर्स आ गया. क्यों? द फोर्स एक्सर्टेड बाय द मसल्स ऑफ आवर बॉडी. ओके. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने ये डस्ट उठाया, सो अब माई मस्कुलर फोर्स इज वर्किंग ओवर दैट, सो दैट इज मस्कुलर फोर्स. टू बॉडीज आर कॉन्टेक्ट विद ईच अदर. ठीक है. मैकेनिकल फोर्स, द फोर्स प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय अ मशीन, दैट इज मैकेनिकल फोर्स. एंड फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स, you know that the force that opposes the motion of an object. For example, if the body is moving, that opposing force is there, so that opposing force is the frictional force. Okay. So you can write the different types of the non contact force also. What are these non contact force? These are gravitational force, electrostatic force, static force, gravitational force, electrostatic force. Okay. And third one is not friction force, electrostatic force, gravitation force, these bodies are not contact with each other. And next force you can say that that will be non-contact force, that is magnetic force, because magnet is, if you are putting the magnet, then it will be attract the iron by the, means without physical contact it will attract the iron. So that is also non-contact force. So magnetic force you can write that, magnetic force. So these are the non-contact force and these are the contact force. So non-contact force, how we can define the non-contact force? We can define the non-contact force means the forces which do not make a physical contact, okay, with the body and act through the space. Means there will be a space between these two bodies, they are not interact physically, ठीक है, physically contact में नहीं होंगी ये bodies. So gravitational force, you know that the force with which on any masses or objects pull each other, so that is gravitational force, means the everything which is present on the earth, they will be attract with each other. So these are, this one is the gravitational force, okay. Then next one is electrostatic force, that name itself give its definition. Actually the force exerted by a charged body, electricity, charged body, charge is developed in that body, okay. So that will be charged body on another charged or uncharged body, so that is known as electrostatic force. For example, if you are rubbing the balloons, okay, then you can just stick to the wall, they will stick with the wall easily by rubbing them. By rubbing they will be charged, so charged body will be attracted by the uncharged or charged body. So that is electrostatic charge. Next one is magnetic force. You know that the force exerted by the magnet, if you will keep the magnet, then it will attract the iron, okay. So these are the different types of the force. You can just learn these contact and non-contact force. You know that if the force is exerted, then what are the different effects of force? Actually, if body is moving, then the motion of the object will be because of the force. Means force can move the stationary object, force can stop the moving object, force can change the direction, force can change the speed of the object, okay. And these are the different effects which are caused due to the force. Now what is the SI unit of force? So SI unit of force is Newton. Newton is the SI unit of force and it will be denoted by capital N. Got it? So SI unit of force is Newton. Got it? Now next you want to, I want to discuss the other things, that will be like gravity. Do you know what is gravity? Actually the force with which the earth attracts object towards itself, so that is gravity, okay. And gravitational force you already know. Now what is pressure? Next is pressure. What is pressure? Actually pressure is defined as force per unit area, okay. So pressure is defined as force per unit area, or sometimes it will be thrust per unit area. Force upon area is pressure, okay. So pressure is defined as the force per unit area. Got it? For example, if we are lying, if anybody is lying on the floor and one is moving on the floor, okay, so whose pressure is more? Actually whose area is more, then pressure becomes less, and the area becomes less, then pressure becomes more. It will be indirectly proportional. Pressure is indirectly proportional to its area, surface area, okay, and pressure is directly proportional to the force. Got it? And you know that that if the pressure is more, then the area is less. Have you seen that you can just see the needle from here, it's very pointed needle will be there, so it will provide, it will be produces more pressure as compared to the blunt needle, or we can use the knife. If knife is sharp, then it will produce more pressure, the vegetables can cut easily, आसानी से आप vegetables काट लोगे, लेकिन अगर blunt होगा तो it will not cut. Why? Because the pressure becomes less, because the area is more. So area is more, the pressure becomes less, and if area is less, the pressure is more. अगर एक लेटा हुआ आदमी है, एक चल रहा है, so whose pressure is more? जो चल रहा है, the moving person has more pressure as compared to the lying. Okay. दूसरा, if somebody is walking and one is stand, like me, मैं खड़ी हूँ, एक चल रहा है, so whose pressure is more? That person who is moving, because when we are moving, so at a time we will just step one leg, we will step out and one will be on the earth. एक ऊपर रखते हो आप और एक आपका पैर है वो ज़मीन पे रहता है, दूसरा उठा लेते हो. सो वन स्टेप एट ए टाइम, एक बार आपका एक पैर ही रखा जा रहा है ज़मीन पे, सो लेस एरिया इज़ देयर, इट मीन्स प्रेशर इज़ मोर फॉर द मूविंग पर्सन. और अगर एक स्टैंड है तो टू लेग्स आर देयर, स्टैंडिंग पर्सन की 2 लेग्स है तो एरिया मोर है, तो प्रेशर बिकम्स लेस. Okay, so these are the different terms. Now what is the SI unit of pressure? SI unit of pressure is, SI unit है Pascal. Okay, SI unit of pressure is Pascal. We can find out with the help of this formula also. कैसे? force we will just Newton से define करेंगे. What is the SI unit of force? Newton है. न्यूटन है एरिया की मीटर स्क्वायर. ओके, सो हमारी यूनिट न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर भी होगी. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल्सो द न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर इज द यूनिट ऑफ प्रेशर. ये भी बोल सकते हो आप, प्रेशर की यूनिट न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर है. ठीक है, एंड पास्कल भी बोल सकते हो. ओके, मीन्स हाउ मच फोर्स इज एक्सर्टेड ऑन दैट पर यूनिट पर सरफेस एरिया. सो फॉर सरफेस एरिया में कितना है, दैट इज 1 न्यूटन. सो 1 न्यूटन इज इक्वल टू द पास्कल. ओके, सो यू कैन राइट दिस न्यूटन पर स्क्वायर को ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो आप, मैथ्स में सीखते हो ना, पर का साइन हटा दिया, देन विल राइट न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर. ये न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर, दिस इज द SI यूनिट ऑफ प्रेशर. ओके, नॉर्मली पास्कल भी डिनोट करते हैं. So in this chapter you can learn about that force acts only when 2 or more objects interact with each other. Okay, then a force can start or stop a moving body. It can change its direction, it can change its speed, it can change the shape, and it can change the size of the object also. Got it? So these are the effects of force. Okay, now forces these are of 2 types, that may be contact force and non-contact force, that I have told you. Okay, one the force in which the 2 interacting bodies or objects are physically contact with each other, then the force is said to be contact force. Okay, that is muscular, frictional, mechanical force. These are 3: muscular, frictional and mechanical force. So these are the contact force. If you can say ki that body is not physically contact with each other, or the 2 objects are not physically contact with each other, then force is said to be non-contact force. So that are magnetic, gravitational, electrostatic and magnetic forces. So these are the non-contact force. Okay, and last there will be the atmospheric pressure. What is atmospheric pressure? The atmospheric pressure, the pressure exerted by the weight of air on an object, or the pressure which is exerted by the atmosphere. So that is atmospheric pressure. So why we are here stand easily in that atmosphere? हम लोगों को आसानी से क्यों खड़े हो पा रहे हैं? Because our force, our pressure that is inside our body. So fluid is present, blood is present. So that is the counter pressure or counter force that will be balance the atmospheric प्रेशर. ठीक है, सो एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर को बैलेंस कर रहा है, दैट इज the pressure which is inside our body. So that's why we are safe, otherwise हमारी body है वो crush हो जाती, ठीक है. So that you can just understood. Or effect of force can be measured by a physical quantity that is known as pressure. Pressure is defined as force per unit area, ठीक है. If we increase the area of contact then pressure decreases. Got it? Area of contact increase करोगे तो pressure decrease होगा. If area of contact is decreases तो pressure is increases, because it is indirectly proportional. Pressure is indirectly proportional to the area of contact. ध्यान रखना इस बात को. Okay. So and at last I want to explain the liquids and gases. They also exert the pressure. Actually solids also exert the pressure, but solids में the pressure exert only in the downward direction. Why? Because it contains the weight of the object, mass of the object will be there. So because of the mass, so नीचे की तरफ ही downward ही pressure is exerted, but liquids और gases में the pressure exerted in all directions. Okay. So ये अपना physics का chapter हो गया, force and pressure. Next I want to discuss the next chapter, that is friction. Okay. So now I would like to explain the next chapter, that is friction. You know that what is friction, as I told you that the force that opposes the motion of an object, that is known as friction, or that is also known as frictional force. So that force which opposes the motion of an object is known as friction. Okay. Now what are the types of friction? You know that types of friction: static friction, then sliding friction and rolling friction. Okay. So let us revise that friction. What is friction? Friction is the force which opposes the motion. The force which opposes the motion, which opposes the motion. Okay. So opposing force is known as frictional force. Okay. And types, what are the types of friction? Types of friction we can discuss now. So the types of friction is, first is static friction. Okay. Second, sliding friction. Then rolling friction. Third is rolling friction. Okay. The name itself gives their definition. Okay. So static friction, sliding friction and rolling friction. Now what is static friction? Actually static friction, the frictional force that opposes that exists, you can say the frictional force that exists between the two bodies so long as they are relatively at rest. Okay. Even though an external force is acting upon them. Got it? Means अगर ये marker है, if I will kept here, so until I will not means that external force is not applied over it, so it will be remain at rest only. ठीक है. Book है table पर रखी है, so it will be on table until if we are not take that book from that table. ठीक है. So that object should be remain at rest. So उसको बोलेंगे static force. यानी अगर बुक को टेबल पे रखा है, आपने नहीं उठाया, तब तक वो रेस्ट पे ही रहेगी. ठीक है. तो स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स है, एक्सटर्नल फोर्स आप नहीं अप्लाई करोगे तब तक वो जो आपका बॉडी है वो रेस्ट पे रहेगी. ओके. सो दैट इज द स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन. नेक्स्ट इज स्लाइडिंग फ्रिक्शन. you know that the force of friction acting between the two bodies when they slide on another with the uniform speed. So we can say that is sliding friction. Okay, and third one is rolling friction. So you can say that force of friction that exists between the two surfaces when a body rolls over the another body. Means if the body is rolling over another body, then is rolling friction is taking place. If the body is the two bodies will be sliding with each other, means the one is sliding on the another body, then it will be sliding friction. And you have heard about that word drag also. Do you know what is drag? Actually, the force or the frictional force exerted by liquids, that is known as drag. You can say that frictional force exerted by the liquids, or frictional force exerted by the liquids. Okay, so that is drag. Drag is the frictional force that is exerted by the object. Okay, so that is drag. So friction always opposes the motion and it produces heat. Got it? And friction is caused due to the irregularities on the surface in contact with them. You know that every object has irregularities, so it will be interlocked like that. So ज़्यादा रफ होगा, ज़्यादा irregularities होंगी, तो वहाँ पर जो ऑब्जेक्ट होगा वो ज़्यादा फोर्स लगाना पड़ेगा उसको खिसकाने के लिए. सो मोर irregularities are there. Friction depend on the nature of the surface and mass of the object in contact. ठीक है, नेचर पे ऑब्जेक्ट का नेचर रफ है, स्मूथ है, इस पर डिपेंड करेगा. ओके, एंड रफ है तो मोर फ्रिक्शन विल बी देयर. ठीक है, स्मूथ है तो फ्रिक्शन लेस हो जाएगा, रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. ओके, एंड मास ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज इन कॉन्टेक्ट, उस पर भी फ्रिक्शन डिपेंड करेगा. दैन फ्रिक्शन इंक्रीजेस विद रफनेस, अभी बताया रफनेस में इंक्रीज करेगा ऑन द सरफेस, एंड स्मूथ सरफेसेस ऑफर द lesser or no friction at all. Got it? And there are the three types of the friction that I told you: static friction, sliding friction and rolling friction. Got it? Now sliding friction is slightly smaller than the static friction. Got it? Sliding friction smaller than the static friction. Okay, and that question is also present in your exercise. ठीक है, वो भी है, so you can do that. And rolling friction is lesser than sliding friction. Got it? तो सबसे बड़ा, सबसे ज़्यादा फ्रिक्शन स्टैटिक है, फिर उससे लेस है वो स्लाइडिंग है, उससे भी लेस है रोलिंग है. ओके, सो रोलिंग फ्रिक्शन है वो लेस देन द स्लाइडिंग है, स्लाइडिंग फ्रिक्शन है लेस देन स्टैटिक है. सो यू शुड रिमेंबर दैट. गॉट इट? नाउ नेक्स्ट आई टोल्ड यू ड्रैग क्या होता है. सो ड्रैग इज दैट फ्रिक्शन फोर्स और द फोर्स विच इज एक्सर्टेड बाय द लिक्विड्स, उसको हम ड्रैग बोलेंगे. एक्चुअली ड्रैग डिपेंड्स अपॉन द शेप, देन मटेरियल एंड स्पीड ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑल्सो. ठीक है, ड्रैग इस पर डिपेंड करेगा. शेप लाइक स्ट्रीमलाइन बॉडी है, दे विल रिड्यूसेस द फ्रिक्शन, दे कैन मूव इजीली. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए. एंड वी इफ वी आर स्विमिंग तो वी विल फॉर्म द स्ट्रीमलाइन बॉडी, सामने से नैरो, पीछे से नैरो और बीच में से ब्रॉड और वाइड. ओके, सो दैट इज द, हैव यू सीन द शेप ऑफ फिशेस? So that have also streamline body, they can reduce the friction. Streamline shape है, streamline shape जो है that will reduces the frictional force in air and in liquid also. ठीक है, so now to reduce the that fluid friction, objects are given the special shape that I have told you, that is streamline body. ठीक है, तो streamline shape, that shape is known as streamline shape, that is special shape to reduce the fluid friction, and fluid friction is also known as drag. इसको बोलेंगे हम drag. Okay, now drag depends upon the shape, मैंने बहुत बताया, and it will depends the material and speed of the object. Okay, and last you can say that friction has both advantages and disadvantages. Why? Sometimes it's very useful for us, because if the friction is not there, we are not able to write on the board. सो फ्रिक्शन की वजह से आप लिख पा रहे हैं. यू कैन मूव फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर बिकॉज ऑफ द फ्रिक्शन ओनली. सो दीज आर द एडवांटेजेस. आप चल पा रहे हैं बिकॉज ऑफ द फ्रिक्शन ओनली. फ्रिक्शन नहीं होता तो वी कांट एबल टू मूव फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर. चलते जैसे ही चलते फिर धड़ाम नीचे, गॉट इट. सो नीचे गिर जाते. सो दैट इज़ द मेन थिंग. जैसे इफ़ यू आर पुशिंग द ब्रेक और यू आर जस्ट पुटिंग द ब्रेक ऑन योर कार, तो आपकी कार है वो रुक जाएगी. क्यों? क्योंकि आपने ब्रेक लगाया. तो वो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट होगी. नाउ सम डिसएडवांटेजेस आर ऑल्सो देयर. क्योंकि फ्रिक्शन से इफ़ यू आर रबिंग द हैंड्स आफ्टर समटाइम्स यू फील वेरी means hot, something warm will be there. Your palm becomes warm. Why? Because due to the friction heat is produced. So ऐसे machines are moving, तो machines के पास से they are rubbing with each other, तो what they will produce is heat produces. So loss of heat is taking place over there. ठीक है. दूसरा wearing and tearing is taking place. So these are the disadvantages of friction. That's why friction is evil as well as you can say it is a necessary evil. इसीलिए आपके चैप्टर में बोला है कि friction is a necessary evil. Okay. So you can learn these terms and read out the chapter, and if any problem is there, then we can discuss it. I would like to explain the next chapter, that is sound. As you know that sound, what is sound? Something that produces the sensation of hearing in our ears. So that is known as sound. Okay. So you can write something that produces sensation of hearing, produces sensation of hearing. Sensation of hearing is known as sound. Okay. And that sensation of hearing that we can hear with our ears. Okay. Now next to vibration. Why the sound is produces? Sound is produces because of the vibration. So sound produces due to vibration. Produces due to vibration. Okay. Actually without vibration sound is not possible. So due to vibration the sound is produced. If something will be vibrate to and fro motion, then the sound is produces. So what is vibration? Vibration, we can say the to and fro motion or back and forth motion of an object is known as vibration, like that. To and fro motion will be there. Okay. Oscillation. What is oscillation? Actually a regular movement of an object between one position and another position, that is an oscillation, like that. If some one bob is there, that will be moved towards this and it will be moved to the back. Okay. So that it will be moved from position A to B and then B to A, again A to C. Okay. So that moving, it will complete the one oscillation. So from here to here one oscillation is there. Okay. So that is one oscillation. Okay. So oscillation means to and fro motion, that is the oscillation, or back and forth motion. You can say that back and forth motion and to and fro motion, that will be the oscillation. Okay. Now next you know that types of sound. So two types of the sound are there. So types of sound, two types are there, that may be ultrasound and infrasound. So ultrasonic sound or infrasonic sound. Okay. Infrasonic sound, the sound which is below 20 hertz, that is infrasonic sound, and the sound which is above 20,000 hertz, that is known as ultrasonic. So above than 20,000 hertz is ultrasonic sound, and below than 20 hertz is that infrasonic. 20 hertz you can say 20 kilohertz also. Okay, or so if this value is written, then you can write, you can explain this. Okay, so above than 20,000 hertz is ultrasound, and below than 20 hertz is infrasonic sound. Okay, now actually that frequency, now oscillation is completed, then frequency, the number of oscillation or vibration made by vibrating body in 1 second, means 1 second में कितने vibrations हो रहे हैं. For example 1 second में 6 vibrations will be there. So frequency becomes 6 hertz. Frequency, and the SI unit of frequency is hertz. Okay, that is HERTZ, hertz. So this is the SI unit of frequency. Okay, now amplitude is the maximum displacement from the mean position, from its mean position. For example, if one bob is there and that bob will be moved from here to here, so that is the maximum distance from here to here. This one is the maximum distance, so it is an amplitude. Okay, and loudness depends on the amplitude. If the distance is maximum, then that sound is loud, and if the distance is small one, then it is the soft sound will be there. Okay, so that amplitude depends on that. You can say that loudness of sound depends upon the amplitude of the vibrating body or vibration of an object. Okay, now you know that what is the measuring unit of loudness. So that measuring unit or the SI unit of loudness will be measured in the unit, by the unit, that is decibel. Okay, so loudness is measured in the unit, that is small d and capital B. Small d and capital B, just remember it. Okay, don't write the opposing one, it will be like that, small d and capital B, that is known as decibel. So we can measure the loudness in decibel. Decibel is the SI unit for measurement of that loudness. Okay, now what is time period? Actually the time taken by vibrating body to complete one vibration or one oscillation, so that is known as time period. Okay, one oscillation में means जो vibrating हुई body, vibrate हो रही है body, so one oscillation में कितना time लगाया उसने, so that will be the one vibration में कितना time लगाया, one oscillation में कितना हुआ, that will be the time period, means the time taken by the vibrating body to complete one vibration. Okay, then ultrasound, I told you the sound frequency that is higher than 20 hertz, higher than 20 hertz kilohertz, higher than 20 kilohertz, then, or you can say it's above than 20,000 hertz, so that is ultrasound, and below than 20 hertz is the infrasonic sound. So frequency is low in infrasonic sound, and audible and inaudible sounds are also there. Audible sound means the sound which we can hear it, that is from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz, so we can hear that sound. Below the 20 hertz we are not able to hear that sound, or above the 20,000 hertz we cannot hear that sound, so that type of sound is inaudible sound. So two types of the sound will be there according to the range. Okay, audible sound, audible that we can hear. Okay, audible sound that we can hear it, so that range that audible sound range is, for human ear it will be 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Okay, this is the audible range or audible sound, range of audible sound. If you will take the another sound, this is the audible sound. if you take the inaudible, inaudible, inaudible means which we cannot hear it, okay, means the sound which we are not able to hear it, so that is inaudible. Audible sound and inaudible sound. Okay, so inaudible sound is the range below 20 hertz and above than 20,000 hertz. So this is the range of inaudible sound, means below 20 hertz we are not able to hear it, and above 20,000 hertz we are not able to hear that sound. Okay, so what is noise? Actually the sound which is not pleasant to ears, that is the noise. If the sound is very melodious, it is pleasant for us, we can very happy, we will hear it and we will feel very pleasant, then it will be the music. You can say that a melodious sound that creates a pleasant sensation on our ears, so that is known as music. Okay, and noise pollution. What is noise pollution? Actually the disturbance produced in an environment by loud and harsh sound from various sources, that is known as that noise pollution. Okay, so you know that sound needs a medium to propagate. If the medium is not there, not air, no water, no liquids, then sound cannot travel in space, that we are not able to hear the voice of each other. Why? Because air is not present over there and the atmosphere is not there, so we are not able to hear the sound of each other, and so we can say that sound needs a medium for propagation. Okay, it will travel through the medium only. Sound travel faster in the solids, and you can say that is slowest through the air. Okay, and in humans the sound produced by the voice box, that is the voice box, that voice box is also known as larynx. And it is perceived by our ears, we can perceive by the ears. Okay, and you know that if we will just touch our neck, we can feel the vibrations here easily. If we will just say anything, then we can feel the vibration. That's why sound is produced due to that voice box. Okay, and in humans that voice box is very important for producing the sound. Okay, now as you know that loudness is determined by the amplitude. Okay, and that I told you, and another term that is pitch. Pitch is also known as shrill. Shrill sound is there. जैसे female की pitch है high होती है as compared to the male. And if we will talk about that infants or children, the small child, so उनकी pitch और ज़्यादा high होगी. So that if they are crying तो दूर तक सुनाई देगा. So their pitch is very high. Okay, so we can learn that also. So which determines the loudness? So loudness depends upon the amplitude. Loudness depends upon amplitude. Okay, and pitch or shrillness, it will depend upon the frequency. Okay, so these are the two qualities of sound and the characteristics of sound, we can say that. Now next you know that the audible range of human beings, it will be 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. This is the audible range. Audible means the sound which we can hear, and inaudible means the sound which we cannot hear. Okay, and you know that if there will be the constant noise pollution is taking place, then it will cause high blood pressure, lack of concentration, fatigue, nervous tensions, and temporary or permanent deafness also. Okay, so these are the effects, harmful effects of sound. And you can learn the working of ear also. Okay, without ear we are not able to hear the sound. So ear is an important organ through which we can just feel the sensation of sound. Okay, so please read out this chapter. If you have any problem, then I can discuss in my next video. With this, thank you. Have a nice day.